Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the KindaCool Podcast. How you doing, Megan? She's got this shit-eating grin on her face. Like, why? Was my intro funny? All I said was, how's it going, everyone?
You sound like a freak.
Well, you look like a freak. How about that? Like a freak in the bed.
I'm not.
Okay. Well, they'll just have to take your word for that one. So, this is our new setup. Ah, motherfucker. And it's a little tight. I keep banging my hands on shit. But I like how it turned out so far. I hope that you can tell a difference out there for the audio as far as like reverb and echo and all that. Because as you'll see in the upcoming studio tour video, you'll see what I've done to try to soundproof this room to make it better for our audio, like for the commentary tracks that we do and for the podcast.
Yep.
What do you think, Megan? Of my studio room.
It has a lot of shit packed into it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Does it feel overstuffed?
A little.
Yeah.
When the curtains are up, it feels a little claustrophobic. But
yeah,
I think you did a good job with it, and I do think that it probably sounds better.
Yeah, I'm
Here's to
excited
goddamn
to see.
hoping anyway.
Yeah, me too. Because why would I do all that work and then it sound like shit? You know, I'd be very sad. I like how I was able to get these microphones mounted this way, and that the chairs kind of fit in here, and I can have them angled a little bit to where I can still look at you and see, like we're on the couch. We would just sit, and we would literally lay down and just look at each other, like face to face with the mics, you know, hanging off of the coffee table. So I still wanted to go. I didn't want to get away from that way of being able to still look at you while we do our conversations.
Oh, you want to look at me?
Yeah, it just helps, you know, our rapport. You know what rapport is?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you learn that from? Books?
Mm-hmm.
What are you, some kind of nerd?
Mm-hmm.
Megan's been listening to all kinds of fucking audiobooks since we've last talked to you. It's been a long time since we've had a podcast. We got a lot to talk about, but this is going to be a shorter episode, so.
Because I have to get back into the groove of it.
Yeah, we got to ease ourselves back into the podcast life.
Mm-hmm. Because this is a lot of work for me. Takes up a lot of time in my life. And it's been a while since I've had to do it.
I'm forcing her. I'm putting her at gunpoint, or else.
When you give somebody the puppy dog eyes, please do it.
Excuse me. Yeah, I do want to have more guests. I always say talk about guests, but we're getting close to 1,000 subs, everybody. We're almost at 850. So 150 more and we'll be at 1K subs. And I just feel like things are going pretty good. I'm excited to see where the channel can go the rest of this year. And we're in this spot now that's permanent, so we have a lot of
we bought a house.
We bought a house. We finally moved in. I mean, there's been a vlog. I posted the vlog of the moving vlog finally, and so now the channel can start back up, and I got some ideas for certain things that I want to do, and so I am optimistic about the future.
I'm reading audiobooks. Listening.
Yeah, tell us about your audiobooks, Megan.
So, I just started recently. I started after we moved in, so it's been less than a month. Probably. I don't know, probably less than a month. Probably almost right at a month now.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so I've read 5 books so far.
Listened.
Listen, babe, shut the hell up. Compared to your 0.
No, I've read books. Fuck you.
What book have you read?
I read the Quidditch book the other day.
You read part of it?
No, I read almost the whole thing.
No, you didn't. That's a fucking lie.
I read half of it.
No, you didn't. That's a fucking lie.
No, I swear. I almost read like half of it.
Okay,
It's not very long.
It's a very tiny book.
Yeah. And it's not that good.
You know what's not very good? Your
What?
piss poor attitude.
Okay, Mom.
Ugh, just vomited in my mouth. It's okay.
Yeah, we just ate a big old breakfast for dinner.
Mm-hmm,
I had 3 eggs, like 8 pieces of bacon, 3 pancakes. So you can tell my diet's going well, everybody.
I had 3 pancakes as well.
Oh, and 2 pieces of toast.
That's where I went wrong, I think.
And some milk.
And I ate a few bites of my eggs, but they were kind of gross.
Yeah. I kind of accidentally burnt the bottom of them.
Yeah, so I didn't really eat much of that.
I had the pan too hot. I hadn't made the eggs in a while. I wanted to cook them fast since we were trying to get everything made fast because I wanted them to all be hot, but it didn't turn out too well.
Mine were very cold and very burnt.
Yeah, the tops were super not done and the bottoms were probably like super well done.
Yeah, so I couldn't eat those. And then I only ate some of my toast because I made it too early, I think, too. It was soggy.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
So it's hard about breakfast. Stuff gets cold fast.
The bacon was really good, though. I ate way too much bacon.
Bacon was amazing.
And I ate 3 pancakes.
Pancakes.
2 of them were those tiny ones that I made. So
yeah.
I had 1 big one and 2 little ones. But I put peanut butter on them.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway,
that was too much for me.
super, super fucking full.
There's our breakfast tangent. Sorry.
Anyway,
we got off of the audio
I've
book.
listened to 1 through 4 of the Harry Potter books. So I guess I've read 6 books, listened to 6 books, but I listened to the first Harry Potter on YouTube instead of just buying it on, or I use the Books app on my iPhone. I haven't bought it yet, but I listened to it on YouTube. So I guess I've actually listened to 6 books, but I've listened to 1 through 5 or 4. I'm about to start 5 on Harry Potter, which those are pretty long. The
and
4th
expensive.
one was very long. Well, yeah. Anyway, and then I listened to I'm Thinking of Ending Things, and then my friends and I watched the movie. I really, really, really liked the book a lot. I thought the movie was okay. I thought it could have been better, but also I thought if I had not read the book, I don't know if I would have finished the movie had I not read the book. Anyway.
Who wrote the book?
I don't know.
Have you seen any other books they've written? Like, would you read another book by this author? Was the book that good?
I thought the
book
was real good.
This is interesting.
And then I read The Silent Patient. I keep vomiting in my mouth.
Ew.
I know.
That was fucking gross.
Baby, I know.
And it's amplified and it went right into my ears. Like, why don't you try to move away from
Sorry,
the microphone?
did you hear the vomit?
Yeah, it was like...
I had to swallow it.
Gross.
And then I read The Silent Patient, and it was very good, too. Now I am reading Behind Her.
Did you like that one better?
Then I'm Thinking of Ending Things. Yeah.
I think you did. It seemed like you talked about that one more.
Yeah, I loved The Silent Patient. Anyway,
it sounds kind of like a soap opera type of thing to me.
Well, it's not. Anyway,
like
now,
with the twists and turns.
Now, before I start the 5th Harry Potter, I'm reading Behind Her Eyes, and apparently this book was made into a Netflix series too. I haven't watched that.
These all are the most generic titles.
My friend Jenna asked me and my other friends to listen to it, and then we would watch the series together. I don't know about that. I'm just on chapter 9 right now, but so far I'm like, I don't know about this.
Why? Is it boring?
A little bit, but Jenna says it'll pick up.
So she really likes the book.
She really did like the book. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But I am very into audiobooks right now. I'm very excited about them. I love them. I think they're fun. And it's like, especially the Harry Potter ones, it's just nice to have in the background, you know. The Harry Potter ones, I don't have to pay as much attention because, you know, I've seen the movies 1,000,001 times, but I had read 1 through 4, 5 already. Oh, I need to do something.
What? What do you need to do?
I'm bleeding.
You're bleeding?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you bleeding?
I picked a scab.
Why are you picking scabs?
I don't know.
What are you, 10?
It was bothering me.
I used to eat my scabs. No joke.
You also used to eat your boogers, you told me.
Used to. I'm just kidding.
Anyway, so I had remembered.
You used to eat your shit, whatever.
Well, I read them during childhood, and I was going to say I remembered most of them. That's not true. I don't remember anything.
What's the book that you read as a kid that meant the most to you? That you remember the most? Or that you had the most impact on you?
The Very Hungry Caterpillar.
I thought you were about to say The Very Hungry Games. I was like, that's not the name of that.
No.
What's that book with the fish that is all shiny?
The Rainbow Fish.
Yeah.
Rainbow Fish.
I remember that book. But I have my answer. I was just wondering.
I don't know. I don't remember. I know that I read a lot of books as a child because I needed those SRC points.
Yeah, me too.
Scholastic Reading Counts.
I used to read a lot of those shitty sports books that were like, 50 pages. They were like small chapter books, but they were all about like someone's basketball game or someone's baseball game, and it followed this kid and his games and stuff. I read a bunch of those because they were like 4 points and...
I read most of the Junie B. Jones. I read a lot of the Magic Tree House. And I read the Boxcar Children. Are we able to pause this?
Why?
I'm just wondering. Is it possible?
Yeah, I can pause it.
Okay, pause it.
All right. Here comes a pause. Okay, we back. We had just to take a little break there.
#emergency.
And you'll never know exactly what it was about.
Yeah. So yeah, those were the books that I read a lot as a child. I also read Snot Stew, which I loved so much.
Yeah, you always mention that, and it always grosses me out.
But the Harry Potters right now are touching my soul.
The one I would say, Aragon. You okay there, Yanni?
Yeah.
You read Aragon too, huh?
Yes. And then, what was the next one?
Brasingar.
Yeah, I missed that one. I read Aragon, missed that one, and then read Eldest. And I had no idea what was going on, but I didn't know there was one in the middle, and I just saw that it was a lot of SRC points, so I was like, I'm reading it.
No, I think I got it messed up. It's Aragon, Eldest, then Brasingar.
Which one was green?
And then Inheritance.
What were the colors of them? I know Aragon was blue.
Yeah, Eldest was red. Inheritance was green, I think, and that's the last one.
That's the one I was reading, I think, because I remember it being green.
Because one of them was gold, I think. Maybe Brasingar is, but Brasingar means fire in that language, so I don't know why they would make the cover green.
I don't know, but I wasn't able to finish it because I had no idea what was going on. I had to just take it back to the library.
Yeah, and then they had that awful movie. I think I mentioned it before, but yeah. Inheritance was green. Brasingar is the gold one. Eldest, Aragon. So yeah, it goes Aragon, Eldest, Brasingar, and then Inheritance. So you skipped from 1 to 4. No wonder.
Yeah, I had to go put it back.
I think they were coming out back then I never finished it, but I read the first 2 and took the tests. It was a fantasy series I was super into, so I'm surprised
Didn't
that I
the
kind of...
movie suck?
Yeah, the movie came out in 2002, and I think that kind of killed it for me.
Started out in the spring of 2003.
That was not even close.
Never went to school, nobody talked to me.
Oh yeah, Megan. I didn't remember his album came out. You haven't really talked about it.
Yes. You're Welcome came out since the last time we spoke,
What
I think.
can I say except...
Not that one.
Oh, okay.
ADTR's album, You're Welcome, came out. So, the first listen through, after I listened to it, I cried. I was sad.
Why?
Because I felt like it let me down a little bit. I was expecting, a little bit harder songs, like...
You want some more pop punk?
Yeah.
Some more some more easy core? Some more hardcore easy core?
Yeah. And most of it's just like chill vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So at first I was disappointed. I cried. But then I gave it a few more listens. And then now I love it. I mean, it's not Homesick or For Those Who Have Heart or Common Courtesy.
Or any of their albums.
And I didn't actually mean Common Courtesy, because that's not really one of my faves. I meant
better than this.
I meant What Separates Me From You.
This is their worst album.
No, it's not.
What's their worst album then?
I don't like Bad Vibes.
Why?
I like it. It's just, I like You're Welcome better. Bad Vibes is my very least favorite.
No, Bad Vibes has some absolute bangers on there.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Yeah, true.
And I don't care about yours. I don't want to hear it. At all.
You don't mean to talk bad about it?
No. You're going to hurt my feelings.
I'm not. I wasn't going to say anything bad about You're Welcome. I was just going to talk about how good some of the songs on Bad Vibes are. Because that was one of the albums I missed. I stopped kind of listening to them after Common Courtesy. And then Bad Vibes came out, and I just didn't really... The hype wasn't there for me anymore. I think Common Courtesy came out, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember A Day to Remember. Because there was such a gap. I kind of like grown so much as a person from like Homesick... No. Because What Separates Me From You
was before Common Courtesy.
Yeah.
They have big gaps in between their albums.
Yeah. So
big.
Between What Separates Me From You and Bad Vibes, and Common Courtesy, I was like a different person. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember A Day to Remember. Let me check this out. And then I listened to it, and it was different than the stuff I remember. But I was like, okay, some of the stuff really connected with me, so it was good. And then after that, it faded away, and I was like, okay. And I'd moved on to like different things, music wise. In college, there was more of like a rap scene. I mean, I was living with Tanner at the time, so it was
You're
more.
still on the rap scene.
Yeah, but like this was the big phase of it, of like really getting into that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of missed out on the Bad Vibes thing. I heard some of it, but I wasn't like listening to it a lot. And then whenever we got together, I revisited it, and I've listened to a lot of the Bad Vibes songs. And they have like In Florida.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one with the anyone who's alone in a crowded room? We got this.
Yeah. I'm not shitting on Bad Vibes.
Exposed
I love Bad Vibes.
Exposed is a great heavy song on that album.
I just
it's
said... Anyway, I'm not shitting on Bad Vibes. I love Bad Vibes. It's just my least favorite album of their albums. But
Bad Vibrations is good. Paranoia is good. That's how many is that? That's 5 songs that I really, really like on that album. The other ones, Naivety, Bullfight, I don't really care for those.
Bullfight was Peyton's very favorite song for a very long time.
What other ones am I missing on there?
Reassemble.
Don't even really know what that one is.
I have come undone.
Oh, yeah, that one's okay. That one's okay.
Shoot something. Am I worth the reassemble? Let's see then.
There's one about the radio. I don't really care for that.
Turn off the radio.
That one's...
To think of something real to say. Turn off the radio. To clear my
You're Welcome
mind
has
and let me think.
the luxury of having one of their best songs, which is Resentment. Like, one of the best songs they've ever made, I think.
There was also...
They have some okay stuff on there, but Resentment is the high point.
I really like Last Chance to Dance. I really like Everything We Need. I really like Bloodsucker.
Everything We Need
Resentment
is good.
Is great. The Everything We Need, I really like the live version a lot better.
Yeah, Everything We Need is good. There's one other one I'm thinking of that I really liked from that album, but I don't remember what it is.
Reentry.
No.
Permanent.
No.
Viva la Mexico.
No.
Only Money.
Yes.
Looks Like Hell.
No.
High Diving.
No.
Fuck You Money.
No. Is there... I guess it was Resentment. I guess I'm probably thinking of the Marshmallow song, but that's not on their album.
That's a Marshmallow song.
Rescue Me and Resentment are absolute bangers. The other ones are okay.
Brick Wall. Forgot about Brick Wall.
Brick Wall's okay too.
Because we're headed for the brick wall.
And see, and yeah, it's okay. It's not my favorite, obviously. I just, even compared to Bad Vibes, it has those 5 that I just are really strong songs. It's like I have to put it over just a little bit, in my opinion.
Nah, not me. But
which 5 on this album are that would you put above those 5? We Got This in Florida, Exposed.
That's
Bad
not
Vibes,
fair because
Paranoia.
I love those songs too.
But you don't think that album's better. So which 5 are better than those 5? Resentment,
Bloodsucker, Last Chance. Let's see,
Only
Everything We Need, and then
Only Money?
I think
or Fuck You Money, Only Money.
no,
One of them two.
probably Reentry or Permanent.
Which one's the? I think it's Permanent. The Hollister song where they're
so permanent, always rearranging. I can't forget.
I don't think that's it. It's the one that's like super poppy. Whatever. Anyways, You're Welcome came out. Megan was underwhelmed at first, but now she's grown to really like it. It's a different sound.
Probably High Diving.
Yes, I think it's High Diving. Different sound than what you expect. I've heard people say, well, I heard Finn McKenty talk about it on his channel. He said people that he's seen were saying like, what's the band that does the Thunder song? Imagine Dragons. It's kind of like an Imagine Dragons type of sound. Some poppy rocky type soft stuff, but with a Day to Remember kind of flair, and it's not all soft. Of course, they have the Brick Wall. Is heavy.
Last Chance to Dance, Bad Friend.
Yeah, that one's good. Actually, thinking about it, I do like that one a lot. Resentment and that one are good.
Anyway, we need to quit talking about this because I'm going to get pissed off. So,
do I make you upset?
Yeah, you really do. I don't.
Well, hate on something I like. Why?
No, I don't want to hate on something you like because here's the deal.
What?
Other people can hate all they want, but if you have some bad comments about A Day to Remember, I'd rather you just keep them to yourself because they mean so much to me.
Right.
And I'm not going to shit on something you like a lot. I might think, oh my God, I hate my life while I'm having to watch it, but
yeah. Criticize.
I'm not going to actively shit on it in front of you.
What did I? Do you think I actively shit on anything just then?
I do.
Oh my god, I was mostly positive. I never
It hurts
did.
my feelings.
I was pretty positive with what I had to say there. I thought.
You weren't.
Yeah, it's fun. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You can talk about Marvel movies that you think they suck.
No, I don't want to. I respect you too much.
Oh my god, Megan. That's the worst thing. I respect you too much to talk bad about your comic book movies where people punch other people. Like it's gonna this is so funny to me.
It affects me.
It's not gonna hurt my feelings. It's opinions and opinions, and it's
Okay,
just funny.
well, it hurts my feelings.
You know how as a child, I mentioned this before to you. I don't think I ever talked about it on the podcast, but back when I was a kid, and I know, and Peyton does this too now. But like whenever you're watching something or you're talking about something, like as a kid, when my dad would watch something and I wanted to watch something else, or like I would just say, "This sucks. This is stupid," and he's like, "Yeah, yeah, you're right." And then I would get bored and walk away. And then I'm like, nowadays, I'm like, Peyton does that when we talk about Harry Potter. She's like, "That's dumb," or she's like, "I don't like Harry Potter." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay, cool."
she'll get there.
Yeah, it's kind of one of them things that as a child, I thought about that. And I was like, my dad didn't really care when I said this sucked. He just kept watching it. And I was like, all right. And then now I'm in the same position of like, yeah, you're a little kid. I don't care about your opinion.
Damn, that's fucking rude.
What? Well, it's not just that. It's like, it's anyone can tell me that their opinion and I don't give a shit.
See, I care.
Well, it depends on what it is, obviously, I guess. If they're like opinions on my room and you say your room is a shithole, I'll be like, oh, that kind of hurts my feelings a little bit. But whatever, that's your opinion. I like my room, so it depends on what it is, I guess. And who it is. Like if it was some rando.
I'm allowed to be sensitive.
Yeah, everyone's feelings are valid, right? Unless you're a horrible person, then your
I cry
feelings
every
are
day,
invalid.
so
I haven't seen you cry in a long time.
that's because I do it when you're not there.
You do at school?
Yeah, I do cry at school a lot.
During recess?
Usually after they leave, but
On
sometimes
weekends
during
and
recess.
holidays?
Sometimes during recess if they're being particularly awful.
Your planning period?
No, I don't really cry during my planning period. I usually try to only do it if I'm alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it's usually after school or during recess when my assistant has the kids outside. First recess, not second recess, 'cause second recess I gotta take them. She's on lunch.
I used to cry more when I was a loner.
I never grew out of it.
When I was by myself in my bachelor life,
Waiting for me.
waiting for Megan, I would cry more back then. But that was because I was also getting really, really, really drunk and watching movies. So I would get more emotional when I'm drunk, obviously. That's why I would cry more. I haven't cried. I used to cry. The other day we watched Forrest Gump because Megan never seen it all the way through. And I always cry at this one part where Lieutenant Dan shows up and he's walking and he has his wife there with him, or his fiance. And he shows up at Forrest's house for his wedding. And he's walking up there and Forrest's like, "Lieutenant Dan, you're walking." And he's like, "I got titanium alloy legs, Forrest, like what they use on the space shuttle." And he said, and there was always a comment way back when about like him being an astronaut or something. So it's kind of cool that they brought that full circle with what they use on the space shuttle, titanium alloy. But that always make me cry whenever you see Lieutenant Dan walking with his wife, because they never outright say it, but it's always the first thing that comes to mind is that Lieutenant Dan was in such a bad place, like he wanted to die, and his whole life was miserable, and Forrest saved his life and has impacted his life, and now look where he's at. He's successful. He's walking. He's living his life. He's engaged and he's in love. And I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It always make me cry. And we watched it this last week, and I didn't cry for the first time in like a long time.
You bowed your head to pray.
What?
For the first time in a long time, I bowed my head to pray.
Throwing this.
I said I'm sorry for the way I've been living my life.
Is this Jesus Take the Wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I need Jesus to take the wheel right now.
Me too.
Help me cry.
I don't need
Just
help
kidding.
crying. I could cry right now.
I think it's probably because I wasn't. I think every other time I've watched Forrest Gump, I was like drunk too. So
Shit.
not every other time because I watched it a lot as a child, but the last couple times when I cried at that part, that was the part that always gave me. And then also whenever he's at the grave site and he's talking about his son and how Jenny, he's so smart, Jenny. It's a great performance by Tom Hanks. It gets me too.
Yeah, it was okay. I wouldn't say it was a great movie, but it was okay. 6 out of 10.
6 out of 10.
Wouldn't watch again.
Whatever. That's your opinion. Your opinion is wrong.
I was just kidding, though.
Yeah.
I did like
too.
it. I would watch it again.
It's
but in a few years.
Yeah, on this rewatch I could it's a little schmaltzy. There's some parts where
I don't know what that word means.
like Hollywood I don't know how to explain schmaltz. Like
Never mind. Move past it. I'll use context clues.
okay.
I said contact clues. Context clues.
Yeah. Like cuz I could some of the parts were a little I was like, okay, you know.
I did not like the way he
Fairy
talked.
tale. Why? Him was special.
Yeah, and they tried to make it really seem like that.
Well, you didn't believe it? You didn't buy Tom Hanks as like a little bit of a slow guy?
No, I didn't.
What?
I felt like it was insensitive.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't we watch Tropic Thunder the other day where the remember the Ben Stiller character plays the mentally challenged guy?
I don't remember.
Please don't hurt me.
I don't remember any of that movie.
Simple Jack.
Baby, I don't remember it.
What you know what I'm talking about though?
I remember
They went to the jungle.
Yeah,
and they were
I remember that, but I
shooting.
don't remember any of the characters or anything.
And there was Robert Downey Jr. who plays Iron Man, who plays a black man.
Blackface?
Yeah, remember he was in blackface.
Oh my God, that's fucking awful.
We watched this movie not too long ago.
Well, baby, I've got brain damage. I can't remember.
Ding! There's the brain damage counter for this episode.
I can't remember.
It has been. We need to get a. People do this. They get a whiteboard. We need to put days since Megan has mentioned she has brain damage. We erase it and put 0.
Yeah, it would say 0. I mention it every day.
Yeah.
Every single day. It affects my life daily.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I make jokes about it, but at the same time, I'm not.
I don't make fun of you being an alcoholic.
Yeah, because I'm not. I gave up drink. I haven't had a drink in 5 months almost. So, ha.
Well, I can't control my damn brain damage.
Get it under control.
I'm trying.
I know, I'm just kidding. It's not like it affects you. Like,
yeah, it does.
I mean, okay, that's not what I meant to say. It's not like you've got past it. You know what I mean?
No, I have not.
No, it's like amazing what you've overcame. So, because you function completely 100% normally. You just have a little bit of memory issues. Sometimes you can remember things really well. It just depends. So
can't remember shit. I get headaches, raging headaches a lot.
The raging headaches.
I have epilepsy.
Get thundering, pounding headaches. You know what? The flashy light things doesn't trigger you, though, does it, for seizures?
No, I don't. And that's not all epilepsy is, but
Yeah, but I mean, like,
but I don't actually have epilepsy. No, I don't have epilepsy, but I have seizures.
I thought you just said you did. You lie?
Well,
lying?
it's easier to say I have epilepsy than it is to say I have
What?
seizures.
How? People know what seizures are. I don't know what the fuck epilepsy is. Just the type of seizures. I thought that was caused by flashing lights. Don't wipe your nose on the microphone, please. I can see your bugs hanging out right
No,
now.
you cannot. That's a lie. I don't have any.
Well, you're right, because they're on the microphone now.
Baby, that's not true. This green thing on top is not a booger. I thought it was earlier, but it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And it's too green to be a booger. Anyway, I'm done.
That's it for this podcast. We're cutting it off. This is our welcome back podcast. So next week we'll have a new one. The One Piece podcast is gonna come back. Woo,
No,
woo!
it's not.
Woo woo!
Oh, God.
What? You don't want to watch One Piece anymore? Why?
I'm bored of it.
Baby, we never got to find out what happened in that episode. Remember?
I don't remember what's happening.
They were on that. They were in that.
You can tell me after. It doesn't need to be on this.
I'm gonna do something to you later.
Is that domestic violence? you admitting to domestic violence on the podcast?
No,
I'm just kidding. PSA.
PSA.
There's no domestic violence.
But it does involve spanking.
In this relationship. Baby.
It does involve spanking.
Quit it.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. And leave us some welcome backs in the chat down below. Say, hey guys. Thanks.
Do you like how I said I don't shit on your stuff and then I shitted on One Piece? But I was kidding.
Yeah, right. I believe that. Just like, what are you doing over there? It looks like you're jerking off your non-existent ding dong.
I was clicking these things together.
Oh, okay. All right, for real, guys. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye. Subscribe to the channel. We get to 1,000 subs. Woo!